obviously, the CEA's said a few things. We've provided some research to the government about that. There's two types of spectrum, in a sense. There's spectrum that the government is using, and there's spectrum that is not government, it's private parties are using. Are there any areas that are not yet tapped that we should be looking at? Or even among those two, what is most promising? Well, the assumption being, you said there was likely, I think you said there's likely a crisis, or it seems there will be a crisis coming.
I think our data shows that there's a looming crisis. That not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, but at some point in the future, based on...
We're hearing it this week at this show that a lot of people, the system is overloaded. 110,000 tech people in one area, and it's definitely overloaded the wireless system.
Yeah, but the tackling the spectrum challenges involves moving simultaneously on several fronts. So I'll describe three. One is the record is pretty clear that we need to find more spectrum. It's a limited resource. Physics puts some constraints on how much data it can carry. We need to find more spectrum. But that's not the only thing we need to do. We need to look at our spectrum policies to make sure that spectrum that's out there or that comes out there is being used as efficiently as possible. And the door is open for the next generation of ideas on what we can do to incentivize more efficient use of spectrum. Whether it's looking at secondary licensing, more spectrum flexibility, we're not sure. There have been, over the years, real innovations in spectrum policy, and we think we're in a period where we need to look at everything we can do to incentivize, encourage more efficient use of this incredibly important limited resource. And then the third thing is there's going to be a lot of work to do at the device and software level itself to lead to more efficiency. I'm not sure whether or not the FCC has a role here. We've asked the question of whether there's anything we can do to incentivize greater efficiency in the devices, greater efficiency in software. There's a lot that's going on that's promising. My gut is that there's plenty of near-term incentive on the companies in the space to innovate toward more efficiency, but we're open to ideas on whether we can be helpful. I do have some questions about long-term R&D and whether, given the importance of